What's up, baddies? So it's your girl Tiffany H, and in this video I'm actually going to show you how we're going to get ready for the holidays. It's fall season and we all want to look good. We want to do it fast before we go to these holiday parties, events. So in this video I'm going to show you how I do my get up so that we can get on up out the door. To start off with, we're going to go ahead and hydrate our skin. We're using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Moisturizing Gel. We're going to rub that on up in our face, all over. Get that forehead. Don't forget your nose, the creases of your nose, whether you oiling your T-zone or not. We're going to go ahead and make sure we're moisturizing everywhere. Alright, after we moisturize our face, we're going to go ahead and apply a primer. As always, I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And I am using the blue one. And we're just going to apply that all over as well. Next up, as always, right after I put on my primer, I go ahead and spray myself with the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. And you want to let that dry. So now, before I apply the next step, I do want to let you know a few things. So when it comes to the proper way of applying your makeup, to me, you can honestly apply it however you want to apply it. I will suggest if you're doing like new looks, like it's going to be something simple, basic, like a makeup, no makeup look, then I will go ahead and apply my foundation first. However, if you feel like you're going to put some color on you, I would suggest to actually do your eyeshadow before your foundation, because you don't want any fallout to make you have to clean up. So the thing is, when you're applying eyeshadow, if it's a nude, most of the time it really doesn't give you much fallout, so it doesn't mess up your foundation. However, if you're going to be applying color, I will suggest to actually do your eyeshadow first, because if not, that fallout is going to make you have to actually go in and do more work, because you'll be cleaning it up and then reapplying foundation and the concealer. So just to see that if you plan on doing some type of color for the holidays, I would suggest doing your eyeshadow right after you spray yourself with the setting spray. So to actually get started, I'm going to go ahead and clean under my brows. I'm using the Nars Radiant Concealer. And this shade is Caramel. And this is going to be my concealer for under my eye, but it's also going to be as my base for my eyeshadow. If you want to, you can use eyeshadow primer if you prefer to do that over a concealer. And I'm just going to apply that all over my eye. So before we blend it out, this is actually how my eye's going to look. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. I'm going under my eyebrow first, and then I'm going to bring it down to my lid. Okay, so for me, for the next step, I am going to spray my face again with the Milani setting spray. And this is just so I can blend down my concealer. So that it's not creasing when I'm applying my eyeshadow. Y'all, when I be doing my makeup, I be making all types of faces. Do y'all be making faces when y'all doing y'all makeup? I be trying to correct myself because I know I'm recording myself. But I know when I go live, it's going to be hilarious because I ain't going to remember to correct myself. So I'm just like, whatever. So for my eyeshadow, I want to go ahead and use the Morph. And it's the 35U Gilded Desert palette. And I want to use the color. Let's use the color. Looking at my shirt to see what color I like better. Let's go ahead and use the Shimmering Sand. I'm going to apply that all over my lid. I'm just patting that Shimmering Sand all over my eye. I will suggest if you don't have on lashes to actually apply the lashes at the end when doing color. I would advise and I would say it'll be better if you actually do your eyeshadow before actually doing your lashes, but I do have on the clusters, so I don't need to reapply mine. Next color, I'm actually going to go to my outer corner. And I'm using Sunseeker, and I'm just going to put that on my outer corner and kind of blend it into my Shimmering Sand color as well. So we have more of the Shimmering Sand than the Sunseeker. It's how I want it to look. And we're going to do the same thing to the other eye. Next up, we're going to go ahead and start blending out our colors. Using a blending brush, I'm going to blend out the outer corner. Blend it in to the lid some. And you just blend it down till you get the look you're going for. One thing about makeup is it's all about being creative, so you can really come up with the look you're going for. There's really no right or wrong way of it, to be honest with you. Because only you know the look you're going for. Or the look you want to achieve in the end. So that now that I have that look achieved, I am going to go to my outer corner again, and I'm going to add some black, and the black color in the palette is called Samara Nights. Y'all, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I apologize. But it's Samara Nights. It's the black color that's actually in the palette. And I'm just adding that to my outer corner just to deepen the eyeshadow look. I personally love the way that that looks. So we're going to leave it like that. And I'm going to do the other side the same way. So to be honest with you, this is more of like a night look. And this is a more like day look. So if you want to take like your work look to a date night or a night out in the streets, all you got to do is add a little black to it. And it'll deepen it up and glam it up. And this is a good way to do a smoky eye, but one that's not super extreme. Some people be scared to do a smoky eye because they don't want their eyes to look like a black eye. So this is a nice little way to do it without looking like you got a black eye. And you could just add a little bit of black, blend it out, and add more as you see fit. The thing with eyeshadow is it's all about blending it down, like I said, to the look that you're going for. And then we got my night out in the town look. Before I go any further, I want to go ahead and blend down under my eyebrow. So I'm using the Fenty setting powder. I might have put too much on it, but oh well, I can always go back and fix it. But I'm blending down under my eyebrow. And it brings the whole eyeshadow look together. And if you do like me and you put too much setting powder on one eye, all we gotta do is go back in with the black eyeshadow and fix it. And then we're gonna blend it down again, so we still have that deep eyeshadow look. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and clean up any fallout I had. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and apply foundation. For foundation today, I'm using the Nars Radiant Glow, or the Nars Sheer Glow, sorry y'all. And it's in Marquise. And I'm just gonna apply that all over. Now the thing about Nars products, you can actually use your finger to actually apply the Nars foundation. But I'm just gonna apply that all over. Don't take it up too far by your eyes, because that's where you're going to put your concealer. And Nars is one of my favorite products. Like, for anybody with yellow skin tones, Nars is like the foundation brand, concealer brand that you should think about going with, because it looks so good. And now I'm going to just go ahead and buff it in. And again, I buff it in because I like that eye brush look. And if you've watched my other videos, you'll be able to tell the difference between this and the hydrating tint that I use. You can see that the Nars is more coverage, like a full coverage, versus that sheer coverage to medium coverage. I didn't use a lot, and yet and still you could tell, not in a bad way, but you could tell that I have something more on my skin than the skin tint normally is. So for my concealer, I'm using the Nars Radiant Concealer, and it's in the colors Walnut and Caramel. I'm using both, and I actually blended them in together so that I don't have to apply it later. For the holidays, I just feel like I really want more of a like glam look, like versus the natural looks that I'm normally going with. And of course, I'm applying it under my eye. I'm bringing it so I can clean up around the eyeshadow. And of course, I'm going to bring it down the bridge of my nose. And then I'm also going to apply some to my forehead. And then I'm going to apply the rest around my nose and above my lip. So this is how it should look if you're going for the same type of look that I'm doing. Next, we're going to go ahead and spray ourselves again. And then we're going to go ahead and blend it down. And I'm just using my Eco Tools Precise Concealer Brush. Again, I'm going to do the inner corner of my eye last. And make sure you're still being gentle around your eye. And blend down as much as you can because you don't want any harsh lines. And make sure you don't forget to blend in around your nose. A lot of times I forget to do this area. So just make sure you're not forgetting that area. And what you do to one side, you always want to go ahead and do to the other side. All right, now we're going to get ready to go into our inner corner. One thing about me, you all will see me blinking a lot because I don't care who's doing my makeup. I do not like anybody messing around my eyes. Like I said, I'm very sensitive around my eyes, so I tend to do a lot of blinking. I know when other people do my makeup, it's like super annoying. It's funny because when I do my mom's makeup, she does the same thing. Y'all, I think I got it from her. All right. So before I apply my contour, I do want to go over my my concealer with my foundation brush so that I can really blend it all the way down. Like I said, I don't want any harsh lines anywhere. I want this to be a flawless look for wherever I'm going for the holidays. And even though I'm not putting anything extra on the brush, I am going to bring it under my high cheekbones because, like I said, I just want this to be more extreme than my regular everyday look. Okay, so for contour, today I'm going to go in with the Sephora Highlight Low Light Face Contour Duo in the color Deep. Unfortunately, Sephora does not sell this anymore, which is sucky because, y'all, this is everything. Literally everything. And we're going to go ahead and blend this down. For me blending it down, I'm using the buffing foundation brush by e.l.f. And you basically want to blend from the bottom up. I do not always do that, but that's what you really want to do. And I'm blending into my hairline. And with me having high cheekbones, y'all, when I tell you this be looking so fire on me, it really do. I'm using the e.l.f. blending brush to blend down my nose. And I'm going to take my time with this part. And I'm blending that contour into my eyeshadow. That looks good. That looks so good. And as I stated before, I don't want any harsh lines. So again, I'm going in with my foundation brush. And I'm just blending out any harsh lines I see before I go through and set this look. To set my makeup look, I am using the Fenty again. And it's the Fenty in the color Honey. And I'm just pressing that into my skin because I'm not baking. I'm just setting my foundation. If you want to bake, you're going to apply more to your skin so that you can actually sit it there and let it stay. But I don't want that. Again, don't forget to go around the nose. And on top of the nose. For blush, I'm using my Nars Orgasm again. So for my lip, I'm doing something totally different than what I'm used to doing. We're going to go in with the Juvia's Place, and it's going to be the color Cocoa. And this is like a deep chocolate color. I think like deep colors make you look grown. And for the holidays, for a night out, I think I really want to look grownish, not youngish. And no, this time I did not line my lips. I really want the middle part of my lip to be deep too. So because I am who I am, I always want to put a gloss over top of the look I'm doing. So I'm using the Juvia's Place, and it's the gloss called It's Electric, which is a gold looking gloss. Ooh, that is super glossy. But why I think that is so pretty. I'm so sorry y'all don't have to do this, but I love a juicy lip, so I'm probably always gonna apply gloss on top of it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and spray myself again. Again, the setting spray is Make It Last by Milani. Go ahead and comb up this hair some. I want to look super grown, y'all. Super grown. I want y'all to be like, who that girl? Who's she? Look at the way my hair has been growing, y'all. I always said I was not going natural, and I haven't had a relaxer in Lord knows how long. Ooh, y'all, I think I'm grown. Ignore the Milani setting spray that got on my shirt, but why I think I'm grown, y'all? I look like I'm about to go have date night with my man.